South Korea, the home of beautiful cherry blossom trees, huge technologically advanced cities, and a Grand Prix? Now you might call this a disaster waiting to happen, but hear me out. Well, yes, last time out, F1 failed miserably in the country due to a mix of financial, infrastructural, and operational difficulties. So why on earth am I about to tell you that actually the re-entry of Formula 1 back into South Korea is a great idea for the fans, sport, and teams alike? Well, firstly, from an economic point of view, Formula 1 should really be looking at growing in one of the only parts of Asia in which it does not hold a strong foothold. In the years since the last Korean Grand Prix, the South Korean economy has seen strong GDP growth, with GDP per capita growing by 30% in this time period. Hence, the event organisers should be able to make this a very lucrative expansion for the group and charge higher ticket prices, which of course we all know is one of the main reasons for an entrance into a new market for the folks over at F1. What's more, as was an issue last time round, infrastructure projects like the overhaul of the nation's transportation system have made South Korea one of the best connected countries in the world. A commonly cited issue for the failure of the Korean Grand Prix in the Yeongnam circuit was a lack of places to stay for the team members and fans, as it was expected that a city would be built around the Formula 1 track, which of course never happened. So it's clear to me that a change in location could seriously aid in the success of this event. Okay, so it probably makes business sense, but why on earth would this work for the fan base of Formula 1? Well, as it goes, the motorsport appetite in this region has significantly grown in recent years, as seen by the Seoul City government hosting a Formula E Prix in 2022. This cultural shift around motorsports not only makes it a more commercially viable area for F1, but also holds great importance for F1's future in terms of soft power in this region. It diversifies the sport's influence, reducing the reliance on China amidst rising geopolitical tension between Western countries and the CCP. What's more, the post-pandemic car culture in South Korea has been growing, evident from the formation of numerous online car clubs. Okay, I hear you say, they should be able to get fans through the gates. But why do F1 need South Korea? Well, it's simple. It just makes sense. How on earth have the most technologically dialed in nation on earth not embraced our great sport? From a personal point of view too, I'd like to think that the likes of Hyundai and Kia, two absolutely massive car brands from the region, might want to step foot into the sport off of the back of domestic support. And let's be honest, if you saw Tomo's livery for Hyundai, you'd want them in the sport too. So, where would I put this Grand Prix? This is the Inje Speedium. Please correct me in the comments if I've butchered that name. It is currently an FIA Grade 2 circuit, and I personally think this is a place that just looks perfect for Formula 1. Elevation change, it has it. High speed corners, it has them. Medium speed corners, it has them. Low speed corners, you guessed it, it has them. And one of the greatest motorsport views you will ever see, it has it. This place to me, it has it all. Just imagine, the lights go out, 19 of the best drivers in the world, and Logan Sargent, all go roaring into turn 1 with that absolutely beautiful mountain in the background. Now, as I'm sure not too many of you know this track, I'll take you through it now. Thank you to Mitt Sauce for this footage. But yeah, on the run down to turn 1, beautiful hill, and really high speed turns 1, 2, and 3. Into 4, we have a nice big braking zone where hopefully we see a few dive bombs. As we flow into 5, we have a nice downhill section here. Then coming up to about half throttle, we go really fast through this long left-hander. Then we go really quick through this right-hander onto a nice elevated straight. Then a gentle flick to the right and then the left, onto another overtaking area as we flow into this tricky tight S's section, where I think it should give the drivers a bit of a chance to catch their breath, as we exit into even more massive elevation change. We're dabbing our brakes here as we go into this really quick right, flying out of the corner at about 200 k's through this jolt to the left, as we slam on the brakes, desperate not to lock up or get dive bombed. Now onto the final stage of this lap here, we go really quick through this right hand turn, and a nice little straight where a bit of DRS assistance could create a bit of overtaking. As we end this lap on a nice long left-hander onto the home straight. Now, is this track slightly tight and twisty? Yes. However, modifications are going to need to be made to this track in order to get it up to grade 1 standard, so I don't think some widening here is out of the realms of possibility. So, what do you think? With the things that I've set out today, do you think that we should be returning to South Korea, to this Brazilian Mugello style track, or to a different one, or to a different country entirely? Let me know in the comments below. Like, subscribe, see ya!